I modified the deck myself.
Alright, well, let's see how you work it out. Did you go the poison route, or?
Both.
Okay. Well, this is a interesting starting hand. So it's going to take some time before we can actually do anything with this. But that's why we have a lot of draw cards. We can get these bad opening hands out of the way. Totally all I have. Alright, so Bianca has the issue of only if you have 6 cards in your hand can you actually use it. So we need to reduce our cards in our hand below 6 so we can actually draw. And as far down as we can, because we actually get more cards that way.
You didn't get a single energy?
That did not help. No, I got plenty of energy. I got 3 energy.
Oh. I didn't see it attached the energy till now.
Yeah, it's just I didn't have any other basics. So this is one of the downsides. This is the reason why people do the 3-2-1 pyramid for basics. Is because they're like, oh, well, I want to have more chance of drawing the basics so I can evolve up. But, so there is some downsides to the 2-2 stack. But it's not terrible. And I think we actually have the better... No, we have the worse Wigglytuff and the better Granbull. Well, there's only one Granbull. So, this card we could play, but at this point it's actually more beneficial to him than it is to me. So we don't want to play it. Although tempting to play it just so we can get more card draw off of her. So we'll get to draw 2 cards if we play it, give him the boon of it. Yeah, let's do that.
Huh? Oh.
Because we need cards, that's our big thing, and we still are not getting the cards we need. So it looks like there's an issue with this one, we're having a lot of higher forms and not enough basics. Could be an issue. So one of the things after you build the deck, you kind of have to play test to make sure you can see if it's functioning correctly. Oh, no damage on your bench Pokemon, so you can't heal anything. We are still not drawing anything we need. So, yeah. Just gonna have to straight up attack. So this actually makes your Mr. Mime's heal ability useful. I decided to get rid of him on the deck, but you'll actually be able to heal the damage I do to your bench Pokemon. Who do we want to do the damage to? Let's do the damage to one of the ones we can kill. So if he leaves that alone, next turn we get a prize card anyway.
You're gonna get a prize card no matter what.
So I'm not gonna let you
get 2.
Well, yeah, true. And we are still not drawing any basics. Alright, well, let's finish powering up Xerneas EX. So it can only use X-Blast every other turn. Not necessary on this turn, so let's actually get 1 prize card kill and set up for another kill next round.
Wait. Oh. I was like, huh?
Crushing Hammer, if heads discarded. Crushing Hammer's okay. It's not a bad card, but it is a little bit iffy. Plus or minus. I don't like coin flip cards when they're utility cards, because it's like, oh, I could have won the game, but I lost. There's actually an enhanced hammer that guarantees you get rid of a special
you got the
energy.
hard charm, I forgot about that.
Hard charm is nice. Okay, now we have some basics in our hand, finally.
I've got the complete opposite of your issue. I'm not getting the evolved forms.
Alright, so let's put our energy on the Jigglypuff. And a cool ability, let's actually grab some more energy out of the deck. The more energy we have, the less chance we have of wasting our next turn drawing energy. I always don't burn all of the cards I have that I can play when you have sufficient energy, because if they N you, then you have all the energy go back into your deck, and you've just burned all of your ability to get it back out, when you could just have this go back in the deck and come back out later when you need it. And you have 60 health, which means I can actually kill you and your bench Pokemon for 2 kills.
Yeah.
EXs are really powerful. People generally use them as the focal point of a deck. Wow.
Ain't nothing I can do.
And we're going to have lots of stuff on the bench. sometimes a risk to put a lot of weenies on the bench because they can do damage to the bench. That's kind of what cost him a few prize cards there if you can't evolve them. But sometimes you need stuff on your bench. Here,
well, you would have just attacked the Mr. Mime anyways.
yeah, here most of our stuff will be fine on the bench. But the issue is we actually have 2 lines of utility creatures. The Aromatisse and the Slurpuffs. And so we actually want to reserve 2 slots on our bench for our utility creatures. So let's put this down.
That's going to be game in 2 turns.
And that down. And so we will still have the Aromatisse Spritesy spot right here reserved. Now, I have a Wigglytuff in my hand, but this is the less useful Wigglytuff. It does a lot more punch, but it doesn't have the good ability. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to pop the Evo Soda, because that will let me get the good one. And it's actually rather scary that when I did that, the Aromatisse, or the Spritesy Swirlix Evo was not in there, which means it's in my prize cards. So you can learn a little bit from your Evo Soda. Let's power up this one, so Hocus Pincus can stun lock and just beat the crap out of an enemy.
Oh,
that'll actually take down an EX, because they can't attack, so all I have to do is retreat.
Well, yeah, but with the Fairy Garden out, you can't lock down any of my Pokemon.
Yeah, going against another Fairy deck, maybe not the best one, but it's still pretty good.
I want to try it again, because...
Yeah, that was a really bad
EX
opener for
right
you.
out front.
Yeah.
Oh! Well, I got you poisoned.
I like the comment from Cake King Rules. Didn't think Pokemon was so scientific and thinking is needed to play. That's kind of the reason why I like doing that kind of a... How the hell did that Mr. Mime heal?
My Spritzy.
Ah, okay. And that actually puts it down to the point where I can't kill both of them. Smart move.
If only I could pull out the one of the few cards in my deck that'll help.
Alright, so now the Evo Soda is going to be pretty much useless, I think. Let me just play it anyway to make sure. Oh no! Slurpuff. Oh, I must not have placed the other Slurpuffs down before using the Evo Soda.
No, you did.
No, I didn't put it... Oh, because he couldn't evolve that turn. That's another thing to note. I just learned that about Evo Soda. If it can't evolve that turn, you can't search for it. So now we have any Pokemon with any Fairy Energy can't be affected by special conditions. Which is really, really useful. Any of your Pokemon. Okay, just wanted to make sure you're not immune to sleep. Alright, so the question is, where do we put our energy? Let's get our Wigglytuff fully powered up. Now we have no energy on our hands, so let's burn some more energy so we have a better chance of drawing a non-energy card next turn. And keep doing our damage.
Ow!
Yeah, there's no discard or anything on X-Blast, so it's like, why the hell not?
Nope, I didn't get it. That's game.
Well, in 2 turns.
Just cause. I clicked massage.
Ah.
I was wondering if it'd show the 0.
So now we have our other utility card, and we don't have its evolution form, sadly. Alright, so let's power up something else. And remember, the Wigglytuff and Granbull are our main fighters, so we'll power up them preferentially. Can only do Breakthrough.
I find it funny that my all my psychic Pokemon barely came out.
Oh, there's the Rock Guard.
Oh! Well, that didn't help.
Nothing in the top 7.
There's 4 in the top 7, but no good ones.
All
I have is this. But I don't have
late,
energy,
yeah.
so...
And that's why you have a lot of draw, because it helps with the energy.
Well, I do have draw cards, that's the problem.
Yeah, and so the thing with, well, I always put 4 Sharons in the deck. The odds of you using a Sharon and drawing another Sharon are really good. Or another draw card. And so you have a very good potential to do a lot of damage.
Well, in all honesty, you got really lucky getting that EX off the bat.
Yeah. Kind of. I mean, they're good for stalling, but if you'd killed it, I didn't have anything on the bench for like 5 turns.
Yeah, but you can't really kill an EX for like 5 turns.
Alright, let's try that one more time.
Yep.
Because that was a very bad start for you. Sometimes you just get a bad start, and one of the key features of building a deck is knowing how consistent it is. If you can consistently get a good start or recover, that's big. You can go first.
Oh.
Ooh, a Garbodor, huh? That's an interesting one.
Oh, yeah, I forget you get to look at all my cards.
Always use that to your advantage if they fail, so you can actually kind of figure out what their strategy is. Well, this is another interesting
Not lucky
opening.
for me.
And always take the yes when you can draw another card.
Let's see.
So this is actually going to be kind of a bad situation, because Geomancy lets you get benched Pokemon powered up, and we're not going to have any benched Pokemon.
You know what? I'm going with.
And we again have the
one.
bad Wigglytuff. Ooh, it's Trubbish deck, so I'm assuming you have the anti-ability card as well for Garbodor. Or no?
I'm not sure which Garbodor I put in.
Alright, so here's an interesting situation where we actually have one of our utility cards, but we may need to power it up.
Well, this actually isn't the worst hand for me.
So rather than wasting this ability, we should power it up because it might be useful, but we generally don't want it to be combat. But it does let us have Fairy Energy on our Pokemon, and if we get our Aromatisse out, we can actually shuffle Fairy Energy around, so it's not a waste having on this Pokemon.
I actually got a card that would help me, so let's see.
Oh god, what the hell does this do? Alright, 50 damage times the number of special energy cards in your opponent's discard pile. Whew, glad I don't have very many special energy in this deck. And then put 4 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. Ow! That's not friendly. Luckily, Evolution will save it. For at least one more turn. And then we want to play as many cards in our hand as we can to reduce it so we can use the Bianca. This actually will take one card out of our hand and put 2 in, so we save it for after the Bianca. Not as helpful. Alright, well. There's... Yeah, we can get a Spritzy fully powered up if we do Geomancy, and we can't really do our full power attack yet, so... Kinda stuck at this moment.
So I'm guessing... Oh, I did not mean to click that.
Oh. Free turn.
Yeah, that was my own fault. I right-clicked accidentally. Oh well.
So Rainbow Spear has the disadvantage of you have to discard an energy to use it.
Well, at least now I know that I need to. You would need to at least have one in the discard.
Yeah. Oh, you're trying to see how many? Yeah. Alright, well, actually this was a really bad choice because I don't actually need a Swirlex on the bench. That actually just made more bench fodder. I should not have actually played that to the bench.
Yeah, but I've got...
And then we're going to have to discard an energy, so we need to have some energy in our hand to replace it. So this Xerneas is actually a little weak because it can only do a discard attack.
Yeah, that Xerneas actually really hurts itself. I've used it before.
And because it pulls your energy out of your deck, it tends to kind of burn you through your energy.
Let's see. I'll do this.
Okay, getting a good mix. Biasing it a little bit towards the psychic energy, so I'm assuming you have more psychic in your hand than you have fairy.
Let's see.
Max revive, so that'll bring back... The only thing I killed was the Drifloon, yeah.
Wait, what just happened?
It goes to the top of your deck.
Well, yeah, but Oh, never mind.
Alright, well... We've got it on our bench, we need to make it less of a target, so let's pop the Evo Soda and get our Slurpuff.
You had 2 Slurpuffs.
Yep, because I always do a 2-2 line when I can. We have to keep putting energy on Xerneas, otherwise he can't attack, so we have to keep doing so.
Oh, I forgot to use a card last turn.
And this is where the synergy of the 1 energy recovery card comes in, is because I can actually pull some of these energy back out of the discard pile.
Let's see. Let's go with...
Which is the reason I usually have 2 of them, because there's almost always an attack where you get it, or if something dies, it'll get discard its own energy into the discard pile.
There we go.
Ooh, a Mew EX. That's a little unfriendly.
Let's deal 10 damage.
That's not a bad way to do it. Alright, so let's get one of our Jigglypuffs out. We can search with our Great Ball, see what we can get. Nothing.
What I like about this Mew is I have access to all your attacks now, too.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm trying to avoid putting anything too deadly on there. You do need the energy for it.
Yep.
And that was a little bit of a stupid move, because I just powered up the Jigglypuff without powering up anything useful. But Geomancy is still a decent ability, because we can power up this and this, so it's not a complete and total waste. Always make sure you pick the Pokemon in the order you actually want to attach energy to them, in case you only have one in your deck.
Let's see.
Nope, good use of Rainbow Energy on the Mew. Guarantees you always have one of the types you need.
Well, this helps out a little bit.
Oh boy.
Hang on a second. I'm reading.
Interesting thing is, it's always tricky to see who's winning in Pokemon TCG, because you can always come back. Like, unless they have something built up that's unstoppable. Like, my bench is pretty good right now, but it's not overwhelmingly powerful. Like, there's nothing on this deck that's, oh, I have it on my bench, we're done. Nope. And the end, that actually helps me out, because I get 4 better cards than what I had. And that actually really helps me out. And you didn't have enough energy on it to actually do any damage. So
Yeah,
put the Spritzy out, because that helps us out with getting our Aromatisse out. Sure, we can Fairy Garden, because we actually get a benefit from that, being able to switch our
You
stuff
actually
in and out.
benefited me.
It does benefit you as well, but, so this actually does let you actually count as having a special energy on Mew, too.
Really?
Yeah, because it could be any energy.
Oh, that's cool. I wasn't
and
sure
you can
if it
actually
worked like
use, the nice thing about the Aromatisse, you can actually shuffle special energies around with it. Because they can count as psychic energy, or fairy energy. So you can use the Aromatisse's ability to shuffle energy around to actually use special energy cards, too. And
Nice.
Rainbow Energy only does damage when played from the hand. So shuffling it around doesn't put damage counters on your Pokemon. The more you know. Alright, so we're down to 4 energy cards total in our deck. So we're down to a little bit of limitation on how many things we can kill with Xerneas.
Let's see.
Admittedly, it's still killing everything in one shot, so we're not really wasting too much energy. And so basically we have to watch out for any... Damn it, I just had my town map from my prize cards. So let's see, he can use any 2-cost attack. I don't see anything super threatening on any of these guys. I mean, you could do Draining Kiss. I think that is about the worst.
Yeah. I was just realizing something stupid. I was thinking about using Jigglypuff's ability. I shouldn't have sent you out.
Why not?
Because he's dead.
Yeah, but I would have used Jigglypuff's. The ability to paralyze, even though it's 50-50.
I can't paralyze you, though.
Oh, because Slurpuff! I would have completely forgotten about that.
I did. And then I realized afterwards.
Well, let's just remove that temptation. Even though I just gave you Hocus Pincus, which would completely wreck me.
Well, good news is you're going to be running out of energy soon.
I'm actually out of energy in my hand right now, so that's the last kill I can make with Xerneas unless I draw more energy. The plus side is that's a Mew EX, so that's actually 2 prize cards down.
Yeah, if I'd have been smarter about that. Let's put you out there. Let's go ahead and grab 2 more energy.
So the muscle bands are really nice because they let you play with your Pokemon's damage, so you can just do enough.
Well, your Xerneas can't hurt me now.
Actually, yes it can, because I picked up a double
yeah,
colorless from the prize cards, and I also just drew a fairy.
Wait a minute. Huh?
What?
That is weird.
What?
Oh, wait. No, yeah. You know that ability where you can transfer cards around?
Mm-hmm.
I was able to use that on my Mew.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, last turn it allowed me to use, what was that called? Replace? It was the one that allowed you to replace, the cards. And it's not on any of our Pokemon now.
Wait. Is it an active Pokemon? Any Pokemon in play? What does in play mean? Does
I wonder if that considers, like, the graveyard, even.
You don't have one in your graveyard.
No, I don't have one in the graveyard.
And I don't have one in mine. Weird.
That... I wonder...
don't know. I think that's a bug.
Well, that's gonna be game for me.
Yep, because I have the other energy I need to finally finish you off in my hand. And even if I didn't, I could just switch into Jigglypuff. Or Slurpuff.
Just because. Even though it won't do nothing.
Actually, the sleep might prevent me from retreating.
No, you can't because of your...
Oh yeah, that's actually pointless. That card is completely walled by this deck's abilities.
Okay, so now we know Mew might actually work in your deck. If maybe it considers in play the evolve.
But it shouldn't be able to use abilities. It can only use attacks.
It would cost... It said 1 energy.
Right. There might have been something that else does 1 energy.
I don't.
Oh, it might have been
though.
Geomancy.
No, it was... I saw Geomancy, but I also saw... Oh! It also considers my Mew's replace.
Oh, okay. That's
That
what it was.
What it was.
Okay. Whew. Thought we had a broken game card here.
Oh.
And let's actually get some fun. So finally we get our Aromatisse out. Evo Soda's nice for getting those cards when you need them. And so we can shuffle energy around all we want. So we can actually power up our Xerneas.
If I'd have gotten that Mew sooner and not sent it out, not thinking, I would have used your Wigglypuff's Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, Hocus Pocus is terrible.
Or Pinkus.
Put all
Okay,
the energy
so at
on the
least I
Xerneas
know-
just for the sake of putting it on the Xerneas.
My deck isn't bad, it's just... I get... I might swap out the Mew, Mr. Mime.
Oh, there's my EX. It was my last prize card.
Oh, Xerneas?
Mm-hmm.
I've got 2 EX, I think, in this deck. I put Chandler EX in.